Good afternoon, students. Yesterday we have discussed about the industry. Today we are going to start our another topic that is related with commerce. Industry means manufacturing and production of goods. So commerce means distribution of goods and services which are produced by the industry. So commerce is classified into two categories: trade and auxiliaries to trade. Trade means buying and selling of goods and services with the purpose of getting profit. In other words, we can say that it is exchange of goods and services for the mutual profit of both buyer and seller. Here buyer means who purchases the goods and seller means who sold the goods. Those who perform these activities are called traders and their activities are known as trade. So trade can be carried on the small level or as well as large level. For example, if I talk about that, if an individual sell his goods on a handcraft, it is also trade. Small shops running in the street are also part of the trade. On the other hand, big showrooms in the market or any departmental stores in the market are also integral part of the trade. So we can say that trade means any purchase and sale of goods and services with profit motive is known as trade. So trade is further classified into two categories: home trade and foreign trade. Home trade is also known as domestic trade and internal trade. Internal trade, home trade, internal trade means internal in the country, the trade which is internally done by the country. When the buying and selling of things take place within the national boundaries is known as home trade. Here are some points. Here are some types of home trade. Local trade. Local trade is related to some villages, towns or district. This type of trade includes daily use goods and perishable nature goods, just like fruits, vegetables, milk, sweets, etc. State trade. District to district trade is known as state trade. For example, trade among the different districts, like trade in corn, pulses, utensils. Interstate trade is also known as national level trade. So in this type of trade, state to state trade is carried out. Okay, so state to state trade is carried out in interstate trade, just like Punjab state is supply something to Himachal or Haryana. In the same way, Haryana trades with the traders from Uttar Pradesh. So in this way, one state trading with another state is known as interstate trade. Okay, the examples of this kind of trade is sugar, cloth, machinery. These things are supplied one state to another state. So another type of home trade is trade is foreign trade. When the trade is conducted cross the national boundaries and reaches the foreign lands, foreign trade is born. Okay, so the trade between two countries is known as foreign trade. So here are some points. Here are some types of foreign trade. The first one is import trade. When a businessman of a country buys some goods from the businessman of another country, it is known as import trade. For example, when India buys petroleum from Iran, it will be import trade for India. Okay, export trade means when the trader of one country sells something to the trader of another country, it is called export trade. For example, India sells cotton clothes, tea, etc. to the foreign countries, so it will be export for the India. Entry port trade. When a country imports some goods from another country and then export the same goods to some third country, it is known as entry port trade. In this type of trade, one country act as the middleman for the another country, middleman for the other two countries. Okay, so these are the entry port trade, export trade and import trade. So next is auxiliary to trade. It refers to all those activities which are undertaken to overcome the problems to hurdles appearing in the way of trade. मतलब एक ट्रेड के रास्ते में आने वाली जो हर्डल्स हैं उनको ओवरकम करने के लिए कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं. दोज आर एक्सिलरीज टू ट्रेड, और वी कैन से दैट इट इज़ द टर्शरी सेक्टर, इट इज़ द सर्विस सेक्टर. ओके, so here are some hindrances, here are some hurdles of persons. This problem is overcome by middleman. And hurdle of place, this is covered by transportation and communication. Hindrance of time, it is covered by overcome by warehousing. Hindrance of risk is covered by insurance, and hurdle of finance is covered by banking. Hindrance of information is covered by advertising. So one by one we will discuss about it. Middleman, firstly we will discuss about the middleman. See, there is a chain: producer, wholesaler, retailer, and consumer. So wholesaler and retailer are the middleman between the producer and the consumer. So these are the middlemen. So just see, producer produce the goods and he supply the goods to the wholesaler. Wholesaler purchases the goods from the producer in bulk quantity and sell to the retailers, and further retailer sold the goods to the consumers. Okay, so there is a chain of middlemen. So these are the middlemen between the producers and the consumers. If I talk about the wholesaler, retailer, and consumer, so retailer is the middleman between the wholesaler and consumer. Okay, if I talk about the middleman of wholesaler, it is the middleman of between producer and the retailer. So this is a chain of trading. Second one is transportation and communication. See, usually commodities are manufactured in certain specified areas while consumers are not very nearby, है ना. समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि कमोडिटीज़ जो मैन्युफैक्चर होती हैं स्पेसिफाइड एरियाज़ में, वो जो इंडस्ट्री, वो जो फैक्ट्री होती है, वो कंज्यूमर्स के नियर बाय नहीं होती है ना. तो कंज्यूमर्स तक गुड्स को डिलीवर कराना, वहाँ तक पहुँचाना, तो वी नीड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फैसिलिटी. सो ट्रांसपोर्ट इज़ हेल्पफुल टू द प्रोड्यूसर्स to reach the goods, to reach the commodities to the consumers. Okay, so next one is warehousing. Usually there is a big gap of time between manufacturing of any product and consumption of that product. ठीक है, the reason of that, the product is manufactured during a specific season. For example, if I talk about sugar is produced from November टिल मार्च. ठीक है, नवंबर से लेके मार्च तक शुगर की जो प्रोडक्शन होती है, बट द कंजम्पशन ऑफ द शुगर इज़ थ्रू आउट द ईयर. हैंस द फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट हैव टू बी स्टोर्ड फ्रॉम द टाइम ऑफ देयर प्रोडक्शन टिल दे आर कंज्यूम्ड. तो उसकी जो प्रोडक्शन है, उसकी कंजम्पशन तो थ्रू आउट द ईयर है, लेकिन उसको स्टोर करने के लिए हमारे पास क्या होना चाहिए, क्या सर्विस होनी चाहिए, क्या फैसिलिटी होनी चाहिए, वेयर हाउसिंग फैसिलिटी, सो दैट वी कैन स्टोर द एक्सेस स्टॉक. Okay, next one is insurance. Whatever the scale of business, whether it is large or small, at the time of storage, or we can say that at the time of transporting the goods from one place to another, there is an element of risk, है ना. So we can say that element of risk is always there. For instance, damage of goods, theft of goods, and other natural calamities can present the element of risk. So this problem can be solved by the insurance. So insurance company offer many facilities for the business for recover their losses. Banking, finance is very important aspect of the business organization. It required from the moment of the raw material purchase till the sale of final product. So a businessman is usually short of self-owned funds which ही कंपनसेट बाय बोरिंग फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड. एक बिजनेसमैन को जो है उसके पास जो सफिशिएंट फंड्स होने चाहिए, सेल्फ ऑन फंड्स इतने नहीं होते हैं, तो वो क्या करते हैं, अदर फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस या फिर बैंक से लोन वगैरह लेते हैं. ठीक है, सम गुड्स आर परचेज फ्रॉम द डिस्टेंट प्लेसेस वेयर कैश पेमेंट ऑफ कोर्स इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल, जहाँ पे जो कैश पेमेंट पॉसिबल नहीं होती. सो देयर इज़ अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ मेकिंग द पेमेंट टू द सप्लायर अराइज. Then letter of credit is required if goods have been imported from the foreign country. Then foreign exchange is required in international trade and so on. All these problems are solved by the banking services, banking facilities. Okay. So next one is advertising. In today's competitive market, it's not possible for a businessman to sit and wait for the customer after investing heavily in the business, है ना. To attract the customer towards his product, a producer has to provide full knowledge of his product by the way of advertising. They have to advertise about their product. After that, the customer will know about the new product, their usage of product, and the advantages and disadvantages of that particular type of product. So in this way, advertising enhance the knowledge of the consumer and eliminate the hindrance of information. So these are the auxiliaries to trade. These are the services which helps the trader, which help the traders, which help the buyer and seller both. Thank you so much.